It has now been 69 days since Kylie Ariano walked away from her home in Garden City, Utah. Kylie's mother, Stephanie, expressed a little frustration early on with the Rich County Sheriff's Office, who as of now is a little bit more understaffed than it was when Kylie went missing over 2 months ago. A search team out of Arizona equipped with search dogs is now on the case. They say they believe that Kylie is being trafficked. Take a listen.
What stands out to me is that this is a very typical, almost like poster child for human trafficking. Kylie was talking to a lot of people she didn't know on the internet. There was apps and stuff I know that were involved, like Roblox and stuff that are just known for being just littered with predators and everything. So that's what really stands out to me is that this is a pretty typical trafficking case. Like when I was reading over it, I was just immediate, red flag. Almost every red flag was popping up from what I've been trained in rescuing and seeing seeing trafficking red flags and stuff like that. So that really stood out to me. I really think she left to go meet up with someone she maybe was talking to on the internet, and is there's two options. Either she's staying of her own free will, which I don't really think is happening, or more that she obviously was meeting up with someone who wasn't who they said they were, and now she's in danger of exploitation.
Casey, from your conversation with the Rich County Sheriff yesterday, I believe, what were some of the takeaways from that conversation and what the small agency has tried to do since Kylie went missing? It's now approaching almost 70 days since no one has seen her or heard from her.
Well, being in the conversation with the sheriff, they have been tracking down every lead that they get, regardless of how small or how large it is. They've been running down everything that comes across their desk. They are a very small town department. They're normally 200 people on any given day, and then during tourist season, it jumps to about 2,000 people. So I'm assuming that it gets very overwhelming. So they're doing the best they can with resources that they have. And after we introduce ourselves and tell them what we're about, they are very happy to work with us, and we're happy to work with them.
What do you hope to do next?
We want to bring Kylie home. Even though Kylie's endangered and she's missing, we just want to bring her home safe.
And the steps to that are we're putting ads out on social media. We're targeting locations that we think she might be in with these ads. And then as we get any tips or leads in, we will investigate it. And we even have scent dogs that we can bring out if there's a confirmed sighting that we can use to try to track down her exact location that we do. But those are the steps right now, is just getting the word out about her, because people, if they may be seeing her and they don't realize she's in danger and that she's a missing child.
Our biggest goal and job right now is to get her flyer and her face in front of every single person who's watching, every single person on social media, so it's harder for her or whoever having her to hide her. Everywhere they turn, we want them to see her face.
And yes, we want them to take pictures or video if they think they see her, and send it to us so that it can be either confirmed or that it's her, or confirmed that it's not her. Typically runaways, they may stay away for a few days, a week, if they're upset with their parents or something like that. But especially kids, eventually they come home because they realize that they're missing the comforts, they're missing their favorite foods. It's hard being out on their own. So the fact that she's been missing for so long and there's been no sighting, no contact. What was big to me is her phone got shut off and hasn't been turned back on. And that's a sign that someone does not want her to be tracked and found. So the fact that she's been gone for so long, there's been no contact, her phone is off. All of that tells me that she's likely being held against her will. And these are all stuff that like professionals would do. Professionals would know to get rid of the phone or turn it off so she can't be tracked, and to hide her so she isn't seen by the public as much. A lot of times they will send money and gifts, and Kylie had a bunch of transactions in her bank account that her mom had no idea about. And that's how these people will lure these kids out. They will send them money and gifts, and they'll often use someone their age or pretend to be their age in order to make the kid feel comfortable that they aren't a threat. So it's literally everything that traffickers do has basically, there's evidence of that happening with Kylie. So that's why I'm really thinking that. And I know people may think trafficking isn't really as big of a deal, but when you look at the numbers, there's 50 million people that are trafficked each year and worldwide. And that's a lot of people. So it is a big problem. Kylie, if you're watching this, try to get away, the longer you stay with these people, the less of a chance it is that we will find you. So, fight, try to get away, run away, signal to people when you're out and about. I don't know if people know, but this hand signal here, if you see that, it means someone's in danger. They're not going willingly with the person they're with. So that's a signal that people can be looking out for as well. And she can signal to people without being super obvious and getting her in danger. But just that's what we really want out, is the quicker we find her, the better the chance of the results.
If we catch a drop of sweat that has been left by her, we can track it. So, and she'll take us right to wherever she is. So wherever she is, we just need that little clue to allow our dog to find her. We're getting the word out through places that we didn't even know existed before because of them. We're getting out through Utah Truckers Association. So if she pops up at a truck stop, every truck in the state will have her photo and her flyer. We're just making sure that everywhere she turns, her face is going to be there. And that's how we bring her home. And the only thing I would add to the public is, how would you feel if this was your kid? If this was your kid and they were missing and you thought this was going on, you would want the whole world to come down on whoever or whatever is happening and make things happen. And that's what we're asking everybody else to do. We're asking everybody else to treat this as if she's your kid.
Well, do you think you have seen Kylie? You can always call or text the investigators we mentioned here, but also the Rich County Sheriff's Office, R325R308 is the case number. Definitely reach out to the sheriff there as they continue investigating this. For immediate sightings, please call 911. And as always, as Kylie's mom mentioned to me weeks ago, if you believe it's her, take a picture, take a video, and make sure to submit that with the location. Do it immediately as well, so they can actually get a track on her location rather than hours later. Treat it as immediate. It's been almost 70 days since Kylie Arellano was last seen or heard from after she left Garden City, Utah, which is up by Bear Lake.